My name is Loris Cooper, and I play bass in the Tommies, an indie rock band from northeast England. And this is my life. And what you're about to see is that my entire life is about to fall apart. Only I just don't know that yet. Where has everyone gone? This is Cliff Newton. He's the band's drummer. We met in college, and we got along well. We eventually got into talking about being in a band a lot. And that's when we both went up and formed the Tommies. We were both founders while he leads the band himself.
I know, mate. Weird.
Mate, it looks like the whole band's not even together anymore.
Actually, Tony's got a cold, Eddie's hungover, and Monica's had an allergy reaction from peanuts.
How did she?
Apparently, she was on her way home on the bus, and that's when she smelled peanuts and started getting a rash and began having trouble breathing, and now she's in hospital.
Oh, that's awful.
I know, mate. Should we see what's been working recently instead of just sitting and standing around all day doing nothing?
Yeah, I think we should. Alright, let's give it up for Cliff Bonham!
And you know Lars Entwistle.
Me and Cliff enjoyed calling each other by our instrument idol's second names. Like how I just called him Cliff Bonham and he just called me Lars Entwistle. Yes lad, and you know it! I idolise bassists like John Entwistle, Geezer Butler, Manny, Peter Hook, Cliff Byrne, Steve Harris, and many more. While Cliff here would idolise drummers like, of course, Bonham, as well as Keith Moon, Buddy Rich, Stuart Copeland, Stephen Morris, Rennie, Lars Ulrich, Brian May, and many more.
Alright. Let's get serious and start working. No new material, no new album, no new songs, no art that'd rather be rich and poor. I'm sure no one would want to be a poor person. So let's get a head start before the whole band is back together.
Radio boss, let's get a move on.
Got any new songs for the band?
Yes, sir. It's not entirely finished, but this is what I've written so far.
It's alright, mate. Everyone will have along. Once we're back from the sick breaks, after all the rest of us are lyrics for a band, whereas you're the primary songwriter, you come up with a song, the rest of us have along, and that's the way it works. Teamwork.
In terms of songwriting, I'm the band's primary songwriter, while everyone else is the lyricists. Basically, a primary songwriter mainly writes most of the songs, and sometimes he would give a hand from the other band members. So yeah, it's like this. I write the songs mainly, and if I don't know what to write or can't come up with anything, then everyone else will give us a hand. And yeah, it's like that. So, is it any good? Do you like it so far?
Yeah, it's good so far. Definitely needs more work for more lyrics, more rhythm. Did you come up with any bass lines?
Yes, I did, including a solo.
A solo?
Yes, sir.
Show me.
As you wish. I thought that went pretty well. Seeing as how Entwistle is my bass idol, a lot of the Who bass lines came up and inspired and influenced that bass solo. So yeah. I also came up with other bass solos like NIB and Transmission and Sunshine of Your Love. And yeah, I put it all together, and yeah, that was the final bass line that I wanted to use. And seeing as how I mentioned NIB, I wanted to put it at the start. However, Cliff here wasn't really that keen about the bass solo. So, what did you think? Was that any good? Cliff then assumed that I just made it up and just messed around, but I told him that I wasn't, that I actually put it up. But he didn't believe me, so then we got into an argument. I told him that it was my idea, not any of my other bass idols' idea, but he just told us to get a grip and just accept what criticism is. But seeing as how I felt accused by him, I just got fed up and just gave up on him. So then afterwards, I packed up my bass, got my coat on, and was prepared to leave. And then Cliff said to us, if I walked out of that door, then I would have never come back. But I didn't really care. I would have rather had a new band with some other people who can grip, unlike him. And he asked if that was the end of it, and I said, I'm afraid so. But then he said, I meant what I said, and then I just didn't really care, so then I just dealt with him. Oh yeah? Well, I said what I said as well, Cliff. I ain't got no time to put up with a bunch of idiots like you who can't get a grip. I'm gonna go find my own band with some people who can get a grip. So here we are, right back at the beginning where we started. So by this point, I had just threw my bass into the river, turned my back on to music, and now I'm distraught, recalling all the other happier memories and names before this unexpected fallout happened. Now without the band, I don't know what I'm going to do now. My long-time dream has failed. All I could do now is just look at the river of the Tyne and just think about my fate and my memories. Elsewhere, I didn't know what else to do with myself. As I was crossing onto the swing bridge, I sensed something. This sense that I had could have been my next move, what I've been looking for since I have nothing else. Nowhere to go, no one to go to, failed dream. I looked across and wondered that my next move would be ahead. As I looked ahead, I then said to myself, is it me? For a moment. Or did that just really happen? Not what it used to be anymore. Not anymore. I don't want to live in this world anymore. I want to live somewhere where it's safe and not miserable. Having decided that my next move was ahead of us, I decided that that was it. But as I climbed to the top of the edge, I started hesitating and losing my nerve, as if I should jump off or not. I just stood at the edge, peering into the unknown of my head, wondering if I should take that final step or just end up becoming an outcast for the rest of my life. As of now, it is unclear of this solution if I should do it or not.